So let's get started. First things first, we're gonna start off with primer. Now for my go-to glowy skin, mostly all my products are gonna be some type of hydrating or illuminizing primers and foundation. So today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Glow Locket primer. This is one of my favorite primers just to keep my skin nice and glowy. I'm obsessed with this primer. It's such a good primer. So for the days that I want to wear my skin very glowy and all that, I love to use this primer. So I'm just going to apply some right to the tips of my hands and just rub it on to the face. And then we can move on. So I love to do this glowy skin for the days that I just want to wear very minimal makeup, but I also want a nice flush of glowy skin and my skin looking very natural. So I love to do this stuff. So these two things I love to use. This is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo liquid highlighter, and this is in the shade Goddess Glow. And then this one is the Makeup Revolution Bronze Gold. And these two right here, this one I got at Walmart and this one I got at Ulta. Now I love to use this right before I apply foundation to give me that extra glow. I mean, the primer does give me that glow, but I want extra glow because I want my skin to look very natural but very glowy at the same time. So for today I'm going to use this one. This is the Goddess Glow. So I'm going to use this one. And I love the fact that it has a doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to apply this like this right onto the skin. And look at that. It's so beautiful. And I'm just going to apply it in that area. And then I'm going to grab my Eco Tools sponge. And I'm just going to blend it in to the skin. And it's just going to give you that beautiful glowy skin, which I love. So I'm just going to blend this in. Okay, so next we're going to move on to foundation. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Long Wear Illuminizing Foundation. Now, that's a long name. So I'm going to be using this one, and I love this one. When it first came out, like, this was my obsession. I will use it every single day because I just love the coverage, and I love the fact that it left my skin very dewy and just glowy. Like, I love that. And I got the shade Beige. So today we're going to be using this one on the skin. And this is a brand new one because I used up the other one that when I first purchased, I used that one like every single day. So I had nothing in there. So I'm just going to apply it to the skin. Okay, if it comes out so much. But I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques. This is the Expert Face Brush. And I'm just going to blend this out. Now, I usually use a sponge. But now I love to go in with the brush first. And then go in with the sponge. Like, guys, look at that. It's so beautiful. And for today, I'm not even going to be using a lot of powder. Because I want to keep my skin glowy. Like, I just want to keep that glow, and I feel like if I set my face with too much powder, it will definitely take away the glowiness that I want. So I'm gonna be using very minimal powder. Like, I'm gonna use it for under my eyes, of course, to set the concealer, but I'm not gonna set my entire face because I want to keep my face very glowy. So for the eyes, I am going to do a very simple, basic look. Like I said, this video is basically on the skin and having that glowy, beautiful skin. So I'm going to just put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids and apply a little bit of a bronzer. And that's it. Like, that's going to be my look. Because I'm not focusing this on my eyes. I'm more focusing it on my face. Like, I want that glowiness, that dewiness, like, that's what I want. So I'm just gonna use very minimal makeup on my eyes as possible. So I'm just gonna press this concealer in, and then I'm gonna go in to my Contour Pro Fusion palette, and I'm gonna use the banana shade to set my eyes with that. And like I said, guys, the less product, the better, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna grab some of this, because if you want to keep your skin glowy and that's gonna be like the focus point, like you definitely don't want to put too much of an eye makeup on. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for the eyes, I'm gonna do this bronzy shade right here. I'm just gonna apply very little of that into the eyes. I'm gonna take a I think I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna grab my E27 brush and I'm gonna take this contour shade right here and I'm just gonna apply that on the eyes. And this is gonna be basically the only shadow I'm gonna be using because I want to keep the focus on the face. So, and I definitely want to have some type of shadow in there, because if I don't, it's just gonna look so plain and like so washed out. Like you definitely don't want to have that either. So I definitely like to do this on the days that I want to keep my focus more on the face than on the eyes. Like I definitely love to do this. So I'm going to go in with concealer again. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild concealer. This is the shade Medium Peach. So it has like a peach undertone to it. So it's also good to get rid of the darkness under the eyes. So I definitely love this. So I'm just going to apply this under the eyes. The good thing about this concealer is so lightweight. It's not so heavy. And you don't want to have too much of a heavy under eye because you don't want to be looking cakey. So especially when you're having like that natural glowy skin, you want to have something very light. I mean, if you do like a very high coverage, then you definitely can use it. I mean, this is my preference. I definitely want a lighter coverage. When I have my glowy skin days, like I usually go for this. But you could definitely use full coverage. I mean, whatever floats your boat. I'll go in with my Too Faced powder, and this is such an awesome powder. I love it. So I'm going to use some of that. I'm just going to put some on here, and I'm going to grab my Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just going to apply it right where I applied that concealer, nowhere else. Want to have any extra powder on the face, so I'm just gonna do that. Now I'm gonna apply my eyeliner and mascara off camera, and I will be right back to finish up the rest of the okay love. So I am back. So I'm gonna go back into my contour palette, and I'm gonna take the shimmery shade right here, and I'm going to apply that right into the inner corner, just to open up the eyes and give it that glow. Since I did not apply that much shadow, I did want my inner corners to pop and give it a little bit of a glow. And then I'm also going to highlight on the brow bone. Can't miss the brow bone, you know. I'm going to go back into this brush right here and just blend. Okay, so that is it for the eyes. So I am not going to be using any bronzer at all. What a surprise. No bronzer at all, because I want to keep this very glowy, but I am going to apply a little bit of blush. This is the Living the California Dream blush from Benefit. This has been my current favorite blush, so I'm going to apply very little of this. This is very pigmented, so you have to tap off a little bit, and I'm just going to apply very little. And just a little bit around my nose. So next we're gonna go back into this palette and use the highlighter. So I'm gonna grab my Vanity Planet fan brush, and I'm just gonna grab these two highlights and just highlight the face. Guys, tell me that this palette is not that good. It's awesome. It's like, I have no words for this palette. Like, this has been my current like favorite palette to use. Together, I am going to be using my Fix Plus, and this is the coconut flavor the coconut scented one. Oh my god, it smells delish. Like, I love it. So yeah, like, this is the finished look. Let that dry and let's move on to lips. So for this look, I love to use a very beautiful glossy lip, but I am gonna use a lip liner. I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Trendsetter lip liner, and then I've currently been obsessed with these hard candy cashmere slick. These are demi matte lip colors. This one is in the shade Macaroon, and then this one is in the shade Creme Brulee. Like, I love these. These are so beautiful, very glossy. I'm obsessed. If you guys have hard candy around you, I think they only sell it at Walmart. You definitely want to pick that up. Okay, love, so I am back. This is the finished, completed look. Please let me know down below what you guys think. If you guys like glowy skin, let me know down below in the comment section, because I love it, especially with spring and summer approaching. Like, I love me some glowy skin. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye, loves.